It's over. You're not going to live it again. There's no sense in living the memories of it. You just turn the page and you start a new chapter in your book. And you start it by saying, okay, God, now where are we going? And He's going to lead you every single day if you'll trust Him. And if you'll get that into your heart that He really loves me and He's not going to allow anything happen to me that is going to destroy me, it's going to make me into a better person. It's going to make me into a better person. Amen. You know, last Saturday I had a funeral for a lady who had been a part of Lighthouse, and then she and her family moved to Portland, Oregon, about 2000. But I was, when the granddaughter called me and said, Pastor, would you do Grandma's funeral? I said, yeah. Because the lady was the kind of person that any pastor in the world would like a whole congregation like her. She was bubbling with Jesus. She was always talking to people and inviting them to church. She was eager to lay hands on people and see miracles take place. Amen. Because her life was the fact of a miracle. She was born and the doctors didn't expect her to live. And when she died, she was 93. Amen. You know, and as I was thinking about Caroline, I thought, man, God, you let her walk a long time. You know, her daughter said to me that Mom was slipping into Alzheimer's, so they had put her into a facility for Alzheimer's patients. And she had a heart attack, so they rushed her to the hospital. And a few days later, they brought her home. And when she came home, when they took her back to the facility, now, Alzheimer's patients who are not supposed to know what's going on, right? All of a sudden, when Caroline walked in, smiles came on their face, and they went someone to her and hugged her, okay? Now, probably 30 seconds afterwards, they didn't know what happened. But there was something so magnetic about the Jesus in that lady. Amen. That communicated to these people when words could not communicate. True. And that's what I believe God wants to accomplish in all of us, that we're so full of Jesus and so full of the love of God that as we walk into 2014, we do it with an absolute confidence. A confidence that says, God, you're with me all day, every day. You're guiding my steps. You've ordered my pathway. And I'm just going to walk out what you have ordered for me. And accept that. You know, I don't like accepting the fact that along with growing old come all kinds of problems. When I was 70, I didn't have any of them. Now I've got some. Some fingers that don't work right. Issues that happen and you think, nah. And it's all because I'm growing old. And Esther's mother used to say to us now, honey, don't grow old, it's not fun. Well, the alternative isn't either. What I'm getting at is get your focus so directed on God that as you walk into this year, you're going to have such confidence and trust in Him. Your hope is anchored in Him. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. And you just walk through the year. Right. You say, all right, God, whatever comes up, if you want me to get sick, that's your problem. Then you have to heal me. You know, if you don't prosper me, then you've got to supply for me. But that becomes God's problem, and it becomes the whole issue is your ability to trust Him. Amen. And be so anchored in Him that you walk into the world. No, I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. But I'll tell you what. I sat in my office this afternoon and I said, God, help me forget 2013, unless there's things you want me to remember. You know, I've driven a car for 65 years and never had an accident. And then within 6 months, I got hit twice. I never had an accident in 65 years. Driving in Jamaica, there you got to be really crazy. But not as crazy as when I lived in Lebanon, where nobody obeys any rules. And none of that ever happened. And then I said to God, God, why did that happen? And you know what? He didn't bother answering me. So you know what? I just said, okay, close that chapter. Move on. Where do we go now? And what have you got planned for me this year? Now, he's not telling me. But every day I'm going to live it out.
Amen.
And every day I have the assurance that he's with me in walking it out. So in a few moments, the usher is going to give you a pen and a piece of paper. And I want you to write on that paper the things you want to forget this year, from 2013. Things that you want to forget. Things that came up, sickness, whatever, but something that came up this year, and you really want to forget it. I want you to write it on that paper, and then I'm going to have you come and bring it up here, and let's see if I can make this work. I'm not very well practiced with cigarette lighters. Ouch.